out to look for my measuring tape. I don't even know where that is. Real quick, just gonna do this. This is scrap wood that I had, and luckily it fits exactly with the window, like the distance of the window. I'm gonna put it up here so that it carries the mechanism of the Roman shade, this piece. So what size is this? You'll select one that is a size for your window. I have 3 dowels. They also fit perfectly. These dowels are 6 millimeters. Screw eye, whatnot. So this is gonna help with that mechanism. I thought I got the ones without the pins as well, but I can't find them because I started gathering these things a while ago. Chances are I've misplaced them. And then you need a cord of, you need a cord of some kind. Your sewing materials, you can use either a sewing machine, or you can hand sew, or you can, you can use fabric glue. This is my material. I have changed my mind. I'm not a fan. I basically settled for this. I think I should look into using a tablecloth for window treatment, but you know what? We have this and we bought this. We're gonna work with this. And we're gonna need an iron to help us create seams and stuff. And then we're also gonna need these to hang up this plank to the wall. We have Velcro just so we can attach one piece to this piece and then attach the other piece to the curtain so that it velcros onto this. The reason why I want a Velcro mechanism is because when I make more curtains or more window treatments for this window, I'm just gonna add one side of the Velcro to the curtain, and then it'll continuously keep attaching to this so I can easily change out my Roman shades. That's the idea that I have. So let us get into this DIY. I hope I don't struggle to figure out how my machine works because it's been a while. Alright, so to start off, we're going to measure my window and then measure at what size am I going to cut my fabric, allowing for the seam allowance and also allowing for where the dowels are gonna lay. I will be explaining this whole DIY through diagrams or diaphragms, however you wanna say it or call it, just so you guys can better understand what I'm doing. If you wanna DIY this, you can just screenshot those diagrams that I'm gonna put up here, but apply it to the measurement of your window. So I'm going with the Roman shade that fits on the inside of the window. If you're gonna go with the outside, measure the outside of the window. So I'm just working out how long I need my fabric, and to accommodate the dowels, how much fabric am I going to need. So I went with 1 centimeter to fit the dowel, and then this wood plank that I'm going to be installing inside my window just so I can have the Roman shade hang off of, I'm going to wrap it up in fabric so it is clean. So moving on, we're going to get into the sewing part of this since we already cut our fabric to size. Alright, so I ran my test piece. So I figured the dowel will go in here, right there. And then I must fold it this way so that it does a pleat in front and it looks better. Otherwise, if I do it like this, but this looks nice. Like if I do it in front. But then the dowel will have to sit in front here. That's my only drama. Let me see if you can see the dowel. But anyways, at the bottom, I'm going to make it like this. And then the dowel will be able to fit in there. However, what, Rennie? What was I thinking? Yeah, it's going to fit in here. But I'm going to start off by sewing the sides so that they are finished. And then when I start making these loops where the dowels are going to fit, then it's more presentable. Like it's going to look something like that. Like clean, but then the dowels will be fitting in there like this. I am not a seamstress at all. My sister's friend LA2 taught me how to use my own sewing machine, so I'm going off of that. Since I'm an amateur, I ironed out the seam so that I can know where it lies to make it easier for me to actually sew it on. I use sewing pins as well. I learned that with the pins, let the balls of the pins face your direction and the pin must be pinned away from you. That way you don't keep stabbing your fingers. Learned the hard way. Guys, I had a hard time. The thread kept on snapping because the tension was not adjusted correctly, but eventually we got it right. I'm just showing you guys the frustrations that I was going through. I'm not a professional or anything. I'm just an amateur DIYer. Now that I've seamed the sides, it's time for us to add the dowel area. So these dowels are gonna lie 30 centimeters away from each other. We're starting off from the bottom, that's where the first dowel is gonna be, and then we're gonna measure 30 centimeters after that. So I already said it's gonna be 1 centimeter opening for the dowel to fit in, and I already explained to you guys how I'm going to do it. So it's like creating a bit of a pleat rather. So I measured everything out, every 30 centimeters, started sewing a seam with a loop that has space for the dowel to fit in. I hope that you guys understand. It's hard to explain it, but it's more self-explanatory when you look at what I'm doing. But yet again, if you don't know how to sew or whatever, I think I would also be confused. I'm just trying my best, that's all I know. But anyways, I fold the fabric, I measure 1 centimeter, or rather 1/2 centimeter. That way I have a whole 1 centimeter wrapping around the dowel, and then I start sewing it that way. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Leave me a question down below or leave me a comment down below and I will answer it to the best of my ability. So now that I've covered where the dowel is going to be, it's time for me to add the Velcro, which is going to be at the top. So I sewed the Velcro piece. I can't even speak anymore. The Velcro piece was sewed onto the Roman shade, and I just let it overlap a bit just so I can have more room to work with, more room for mistakes. And yes, this is me getting frustrated because wow guys, this took a lot out of me. When the thread kept on breaking, I had to enjoy my smoothie a little bit more, gather some strength and go into it again. So once that was done, it was time for me to also add the Velcro piece and the fabric onto the plank that's going to be placed inside the window where I'm going to stick all my curtain pieces on. So once the Velcro was added on the one piece, I had to add on the Velcro on the side. So with Velcro, there's a soft side and then there's a side that's rough. I use the rough side on this plank because I feel like it's more durable for the different curtains that I'm going to add on here. It should be easier to hold up longer, and then wrapping this up with fabric is going to help make it seem as perfect as possible so you don't see the wood or anything like that. That's why I'm wrapping this up, and then I neatly folded the edges so that it's all good, and this is what it's going to look like once it's on the window. So now it's time to add the mechanism of the Roman shade. What makes it a Roman shade, how it's going to operate, like open and close. So I added these metal hooks. I will highly advise that you guys use the plastic eyelets because that can go in the washing machine. When I have to wash this, I will probably have to remove these metal hooks because they're probably gonna rust the more I wash them. So I highly suggest you go to the fabric store and you get like the plastic O-rings or like circular hooks, and then you sew it onto your fabric. This is something that you're going to have to add to every single piece of your curtains that you're going to add on so that the mechanism can work for all of them. Once I added these to the bottom, the middle, like basically where all the dowels are located, I added it also to the plank that's going to be laying inside my window sill at the same distances as what's attached onto the curtain, so that way I can thread the rope through, which is going to be more self-explanatory when I show it to you shortly. All right, this face is complete. I have my L's on both sides. Yes, I didn't put that screw in because I think the metal piece that's from my floating shelf here goes in here, because as soon as the drill bit goes all the way through, they sparks. So I think it's meeting this. They put in, what do they call those things? Those metal pieces with the twists on them. I forgot what it's called, but we're going to move on for the sake of this video. So I think they're meeting each other, my drill bit and the metal thing that holds my floating shelf. So this is secure. Like, this is so secure right now. Like, it's so secure. So, like, I'm giving it my all. So what I'm going to drill here. honestly, my Roman shade is not gonna be that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, honey. It's not gonna be that heavy, but like this can hold. Like I can hang pots here. Well, now that I've attached this wooden piece inside my window, this is what it looks like, and the hooks are facing the direction that they're facing. I'm going to show it to you shortly. It's time for me to add the thread to my curtain, then add it onto this piece right here, just so I can help the Roman shade work its way up. It's like a blind system where you pull the rope and then it goes up, and you pull the rope to go down, or you release the rope so that it rolls down. So I'm just going to voice over this bit. I tied 3 different strands, made them long enough so that when I get to attaching it to the window, I can still pull it all on one side. You can decide which side you want the rope to hang off of, the left or the right. Is what I did. I looped each individual as you saw, and then one goes in here, through there, through there. Okay, let's see. It goes through here, all the way in there, and it catches the middle one. The middle one also goes with the first one, and then they both go through there, and the third one is only in there because I'm going to be pulling it from this side. Okay, now that I've got that figured out, I'm going to velcro this on, and then we're going to tie these strands together so that we can pull them all at one time. Oh, it's so cute! Okay, we're gonna push the dowels through. Luckily the dowels are they're shorter than what the fabric is, so they won't pop out. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's not perfect, but it's pretty. I don't like that I can see what's going on here. I see the threads coming through here. I'm gonna have to cut these. I don't like that, but we'll work it out shortly. Just gotta, okay. Not the thread part of it, because I clearly need something to help me hook on. So this is the only hook I have. I'm gonna make it face this way, so when I pull, my hair just decided to undo itself. But anyways, guys, we are done with the window treatment. I am no longer gonna be embarrassed about my curtain, and I can't wait for my parents to come through because Hans got a window treatment. I know they've been my mom has been the one on my neck about it. She was even offering, let me buy you a curtain. And I was like, no, like I have something in mind. It's gonna take a bit of a while. Meanwhile, I was procrastinating this entire time. But let me know what you guys think about my DIY Roman shade. If you guys have any questions, which I'm sure you will, because I think I sucked at actually explaining what happens and how to do it. I will see you guys next week for the next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps out my channel. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. I love communicating with you guys. I love chatting it up with you guys in the comment section. If you're gonna try this DIY, don't forget to tag me. I would love to see your take on this DIY. And what else can I say? Don't forget to subscribe. don't watch from outside the club. You know you're gonna come back, so please subscribe. It's free of charge. If you're watching this on your TV, just go on your cell phone, search Reneilwe Sehlake, and then subscribe from your phone. It's as easy as that. Nobody's gonna charge you for that. But don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss this content every single time I upload it on my channel. So with that being said, don't forget to be kind, love, and light. Bye!